The Mustang Dark Horse, probably one of the best currently available sports cars right now in the world. It was released last year in US. It won multiple hearts of multiple petrol heads, just hearts of petrol heads. And I knew that, judging by the previous version that made me fall in love with the Mustang, this should be really good. So a year later, today basically, it has finally arrived, it has reached Europe, and I now had the opportunity to drive the car on the Nürburgring, thanks to guys from Autopolis and also Apex Motorsport Luxembourg. The same guys who made the Corvette C806 drive possible now bring me the other perfection from US, I would say. Well, I already did 2 laps. We were, by the way, driving on a track day, important to mention. That's why I had helmet, that's why there was so little traffic. We could go straight on the main straight without stopping. And I made a bit of a mistake because the 6th gear is overdrive. I should have kept it in 5th, so then the car could have reached 270-ish kilometers per hour, but something for next time for the future. Quick numbers about the car. So it's like 5-liter V8.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The well-known 5-liter V8 from Ford with 500 horsepower.
Yeah.
So it's a better version.
Yeah, very, very good, very enough. This one actually, more importantly, is a manual transmission. So it's a Tremec gearbox, 6-speed manual. 6th gear, as mentioned, is an overdrive, which is kind of useless on track. But in 1 or 2 weeks, I'll be driving actually also not PDK, but or DSG, but like paddle shift automatic 10-speed version. So stay tuned for that. Moreover, the car is just on stock tires. Important to mention, it's a fully stock car. This arrived like this from US, fully stock. It is EU spec, however, with OPF filter, so it's less loud than the US version. But it is on Pirelli something...
P0.
P0 somewhere, yeah, factory tire, 275 40/19 on the rear, and something... 255 on the front. So stock tire, you can go grippier. And the brakes, again, also fully stock, and this is what I will tell you during the lap. This probably is the most impressive component, because I did 2 laps back to back, and also guys of Apex Motorsport did 5 consecutive laps before me, and the brakes were totally fine, which is really, really impressive. So basically, it's almost pretty much perfect car out of the box. Even the MagneRide suspension does it amazingly. I think you can probably update the MagneRide controller if you want to do more track specific, but it was really good. Perfect car out of the box. Basically, you throw another 10,000 euros against it with some brake pads, suspension optionally, maybe some aero bits, some tweaks, and of course tires, and you have an absolute killer. Absolute killer. Yep. So the guys from Ford Performance, Ford Motorsport, all the Ford, have done again a fantastic job. Of course, looking forward to see what GTD is going to be like, what it will be doing, but this already is amazing. You guys enjoyed the lap, and if you want to know more or if you want to get one yourself, reach out to guys to Autopolis in Luxembourg. My God, I would want one. How much are they going to be in Europe? Do you know the price?
Around 60,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Around.
Really? That's actually really not that bad. I expected a lot more. I'll think about it while you watch the video. Alright, we are on circuitdays.co.uk track day, in case I forgot to mention it in the intro. So we're going to try to do 2 laps. First a bit of warm-up, and the second one hopefully is going to be warm. I really tried to scratch my head through the helmet. Oh, flat foot shifting actually. Maybe I should have put the 5th cam, because I'm just keeping the pedal flat on the floor. So around 7 is the... That works nicely. Very good. Is a bit soft, but it's not horrible. Actually quite good, the MagneRide. Wow. big winged car behind us pass. Very good brakes. Looking out for the E-unit. I really love how flat foot shifting works. It's really, really nice. Okay, so far so good, but the traction control is a bit intrusive, so I'm gonna try to switch it off completely, because we put it just in track mode. So if I press this, anti-patinage désactivé. Okay, so I need to probably keep it pressed completely. No, not this. Not this. Okay, so to switch off ESC. Okay, then we should be good. Throttle response out of the corners now is as it should be, because ESP is off, so it's not limiting us. Flat, flat, flat. I should have done, what's it called, a feed cam, but for next time, because next week I'll be driving 2 more dark horses by Stida, so they will have better comparison. But it will be also during the public session during TF, unfortunately. But oh well, cannot have everything in life. The grip is really good. Grip levels are really impressive, I would say. And I love the flat foot shifting. Okay, this one was a bit tricky because if I upshift, I already need to downshift for braking. Yep. So just slow down here a bit. Know what speeds we're doing? Yeah, 160. Can use a bit of aero. You can see the bonnet move now. Needs a wing. Needs a wing. And also suspension and everything, but then it becomes like, of course, a never-ending story. But for the rest, like out of the box, really, really good. I wouldn't believe that it's a stock car. But then again, it's like 2024 stock car. They're really good. Not sure if I'm confident enough to take it flat, probably, but still a bit of PTSD through this corner, I would say. Even second gear. It is. Yeah, very long gearing. 6th gear is absolutely useless because it's overdrive. But everything else works very good. Thank you. Now you can steer also the chassis a bit better with throttle, so out of the corners you go on the gas, it oversteers a bit more, which is nice. The tires start getting hot maybe, but the pressures are good. 2.3 bar. Then again, it's not the stickiest compound you can get for the car. Easy. Even though it's a track day, overtaking left and right is allowed. We're staying on the left side only. little surprised by the braking performance actually, because the car is fully stock. The guys from Apex Motorsport Luxembourg has been driving it already during the track day. I've done already full lap. This is my second lap, and the brake performance is still there. The brake pedal feel is good, the brake performance is good. It's really, really, really good. I'm really happy about it. Wow. I lifted, like, I would say, I was 80% flat through there, and it was 213, so the car is still nice and stable. I think here I need the downshift, yep. Entry was not that great in Nürburgring, so could have been a bit better because I was thinking too much about the gearing. So the car can go faster. The more you get used to it, the better the car becomes. I mean, obviously. And it's also always why it's so good to have like more laps, because most of the laps that I'm doing on my channel is just single lap and then whatever. But the more you get used to the car, the more you can push it with the confidence levels. And yeah, this car is really, really, really good. It's gonna make me again very super sad for the fact that we cannot get it here for the same price as in the US, because my god, it's a really, really, really good car. Should I downshift here? Probably should have. Nah. Okay. Should I take this one in second, or will third be okay? Flat? Okay, third is okay. This is a very long gearbox. Just a tiny bit on the brakes, keep it on the fourth, brake a bit more, transition, just lift, transition. Yeah, not bad. Now we are going to downshift. Very, very good. Don't trust this corner too much. Throughout the whole section. Flat on the gas, running a bit wide, but perfectly good. Again on the brakes, turning in. Very tight one through ice curve. Let's take the curb a bit. Very good. Gentle with the jump. That was really good. I'm not sure if we have some pictures. There was nobody now, but earlier Rebecca from Ring Race Shoot was taking pictures for circuit days. She's also one of my favorite photographers for Race Tracker, and she probably took the shots of this car when Victor from Apex Motorsport was driving. So if we have a nice thumbnail, it's thanks to her, and it's not me driving, definitely, because at this point I didn't see anyone would be taking pictures. Yeah, so if there is any jump picture, red flag, but that's because it's the end of the session, so we're perfectly in time. Everyone is cooling down, slowing down. So no, really, really good. Okay, we should stick to the rules of the track day. Red flag means no overtaking, even though it's just because it's the end of the session, because the track day has come to an end. It's officially 4:15. Yeah, we're not gonna send it, so sorry, you cannot measure any lap times, whoever wants to measure, because it's illegal. Anyway, let's talk about the car. Fantastic. Out of the box, really, really good. Track mode, perfect. It's still braking a bit on corners, so if you want to really go flat, you need to drive really fully off, which is also the case with most of the cars. Power enough. Gearbox fantastic, almost. With this track, a couple of corners were a bit not perfect. Like approach to Flugplatz, you really need, I would say, you should upshift for one second, and then you need to already brake and go on the downshift. So it's like, maybe if you can raise the rev limiter of this one by another 500 RPM or so, would be fantastic for this section. Otherwise, yeah, the main straight was disappointing. The 6th gear, the massive overdrive, it was kind of useless. I would say it made the car even slow down, so I had to downshift, then it was again still slowing down because it was not understanding what was happening. So not the best. Most important, what I'm impressed by, MagneRide suspension. I was impressed already by on the previous gen. Fantastic. I'm really looking forward to see if the Steeda car that I will be driving will have different MagneRide software like the previous Steeda car I drove had. It was really, really good. And the best part are the brakes, because as mentioned, the car has been lapping the whole day, and now it is now we've done 2 consecutive laps, no reduction in brake performance whatsoever. So I mean, very, very, very happy with everything. So fantastic car, really, really good. That's the verdict. Really, really good. Again, I said it already with the previous one, the previous gen. Mustang became one of my favorite cars ever, and if they had the pricing of what they have in US, I would buy 2, one for daily and one for the track. And this again shows how good it is. So it'll be interesting to see what GTD is going to be like. It's going to be interesting. No, amazing. Massive thank you once again to Autopolis and Apex Motorsport Luxembourg for giving me this opportunity. It's really something special. So thanks for watching. For any further questions, go to Autopolis and Apex Motorsport. You can ask them, they know more about the car. Maybe we should do a wing for this. I think we can do something. The car can definitely use some aero. You could feel it on the high-speed sections especially. So I'm sure we can figure something out.